Welcome back, guys, to yet another video, and today we're going to be talking about my subwoofer install in my Mustang 2017 GT. I a while back had a video on the install of how I set up my current amp setup with the Polk speakers and the doors, but now I finally upgraded to a subwoofer and I got a mono amp for that. So it's been in the car for actually quite a few months, probably almost 3/4 a year, so it's been a while. I have a whole bunch of videos coming up for my Mustang, different tunes, and some other packages that eventually I'll be putting on the Mustang. But let's go into some detail on how I set up the current mono amp with my current setup, and we'll get into that. Okay, guys, first things first, I want to show you exactly what I did to set up my amp with the subwoofer. So under here, you can see I got my door open so the lights are on. This is my subwoofer control box right here. Let me get my light so you guys can see. Alright. So right down there, you can see I have a switch and I have a dial. So right here you're able to control the bass boost, so to say. You can adjust that. And I wired in a switch which goes to the line, the remote line turn on. So the turn on wire, it's connected through that, and I can cut it on and off from there. And I have that wired back to the amp for the turn on. So it's an easy way to turn the bass off if you want it. But I wanted to show you guys that first because that's something I really wanted. I didn't want to hear a whole bunch of bass in certain areas. Of course, I can always turn it down. So let's zoom out again. Move my chair. If you guys recall from my other video, I do have a line output converter, and I put a little box under here so it doesn't get in someone's way, or when they hit their foot on it, it gets in the way. So I'm going to take this little cover off. I kind of keeps it protected. Alright, so we have the LC7i. So when I hook this up, it automatically uses the channels in the back. You can see there's a main output left and right, output 2 left and right, and in the back, in that little corner with the white RCA on the right side, that is for the subwoofer. So this actually comes with a subwoofer out that is taken from the rear channels that are currently hooked up. So you don't actually have to have a subwoofer in on the third channel for it to output a third channel. So this works really nice, and you can adjust the bass boost level and threshold to make it sound a lot better. So there's no extra boominess, and then there really should be. So I just use the RCAs coming out of that third output there, so I can hook that straight to the amp, which makes it much easier. So all I had to do was just tap into those left and right on the output 3 and bring that right back to the amp. Since we're here in the back, I got my seat down. I want to show you exactly what I have here. So here I have it right behind the seat, and it's real nice because it's crisp, there's no vibration, and it's really, really nice. This is a 10-inch Rockford Fosgate. I'll have the link in the description where exactly where I got it. Amazon, of course, and also the box. So I measured the box out, made sure it was the right volume for the subwoofer. So this is a 10-inch, 500-watt RMS. Then, of course, I got a Rockford Fosgate mono amp rated at 500 watts RMS. So this works really well with this current sub, and it looks really, really nice. So I'm going to shut the video off for a second so I can adjust this so you guys can see where I have the amplifier. So now we're in the back of the car now. You can see this looks a little different from the last time you guys have seen it or looked online. This is the original. This is used to hook up my 4 speakers. The front, the 2 in the front, and the 2 in the back. So I have this sitting right up here. It's on just some foam, just to help keep it in place. And then this one's just on a towel for now until I actually get a better setup, a different thing to place in all this stuff. They have some nice kits online, so So here I got this new piece here that taps into the original power, and then I have one power going to this amp and another power going to this amp. So when the car's on, it works really well. It's able to keep up with power. The headlights don't dim, so everything's really good. And of course, here's the new amp. This is the mono amp, rated at 500 watts. It actually got rated almost 600 something, so when they tested it, even better than expected. So I just stuck a little block in here, holds this in, holds the power in nice. And see, here we go. We got our ground, our power, the remote line, the output to the subwoofer, the left and right. And here we have the RCAs going straight to the line output converter, and this is the bass control, or the punch level. So that's how that all works. So it's pretty simple setup. I just tapped into the power here. I have a ground actually located right under this panel, so I wired the ground straight into under this panel onto a bolt. It worked really well. I didn't want to tap into the ground all the way over here because the cord was really long, but of course that ground is hooked up straight there at the bolt for those seats. Holds really well. So I can try to get you guys some footage of hearing it, but it's not going to do any justice, of course, because of the camera. But alright, here's the setup, and put a little bit of footage so you can hear it in through the camera. Alright guys, I'm going to turn the volume down right now and then turn it off to hear the difference. It's off right now. Back on. Well, there you have it. This song is by Julian Avila, and the song is called Stranger Things. I found it on SoundCloud. I didn't want any copyright issues, but I have that playing. I had some good bass notes in there. Of course, you're never going to hear the bass notes properly because it's on the camera, of course. But I gotta say, I thank you guys for watching, and I thank you guys for being subscribed to my channel. If you aren't, please like this video and also subscribe to my channel. And of course, we're going to have plenty more videos coming for the Mustang. The next one's going to be up with a tuner that I just got. It should be here in a few days, and also a cold air intake. So that'll be real fun, and I'll get to do different tunes with that and different camming of the Mustang. So again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.